Alright, how's everybody doing today? This is my first review, so hopefully I don't butcher it too bad. I'm going to be reviewing the TFV4. Now, what can I tell you that's going to help you understand this tank? Well, for one, you got two sets of airflows. You got your side airflow to your coil. You also have some airflow through your drip tip in case you want to cool it off a little more, add a little more oxygen. Oxygen's a good thing. But by far, the coolest features about this is when you go to fill it, literally all you do is just flip that, drip your juice right in there. When you're done, flip it back. No screwing off, no putting it upside down, screwing the whole tank apart, just slide, blam. So what else do you need to know about this tank? Well, for one, it's got a double coil, dual coil, triple coil, quad coil, and a sextuple coil. Literally a manufactured coil that has 6 inside. You don't have to worry about trying to rebuild 6 coils. It just comes with it. Perfectly wicked, no dry hits. Hit that thing at 100 watts all day long. They say you can go up to 130. I've played with 130. I do get a little bit of dryness when I do hit it at that level, but at 100 watts, I've been using this thing for a month without a single dry hit. Now the big pro, plenty of airflow in and out. Your chimney is pretty good size, your drip tip's plenty size. You got your airflow coming in from here and here. The major cons. Number one, I have had this thing slide off in my pocket. That can be annoying. It is pretty tough, but it can happen. The biggest con I've found with this tank is, what was I gonna say? What was the biggest con? There's a lot of pros. Definitely a lot of pros. Oh, the biggest con I've found with this tank is that you need a lot of power to run it. If you're running a 20 watt, a 30 watt, even a 50 watt, you're probably not going to have the power you need to run this tank. Unless you're someone who likes a very casual vape, then alright. But for the most part, you want about 100 watts, at least 80 watts to really run this thing at high power. So that would be the biggest con. This thing hits super hard, by far the hardest hitting tank I've ever tried that has a manufactured coil. But you're going to need power to get there. I would recommend 100 watts. Just clouds. I mean, I used nothing but RDAs until I started playing with this tank. I did play with the Super Tank for a while, loved it, hit great. I mean, I've tried them all, but this is the kind of tank that made me put the RDA in the drawer. Like, that's impressive. So if you're looking for a really high quality tank with lots of power, great manufactured coils, no dry hits, great flavor. I mean, the flavor coming out of this thing is just awesome. The TFV4 Smok Subtank might be for you. Comes in black, comes in stainless, yes, and it also comes in a mini. Mini's really not that mini. I mean, we're talking about a millimeter, maybe 2 millimeters, skinnier, same height, so whatever. Also comes in an express kit, which is going to be just the tank, and then you got the full kit. Now if you go with the full kit, you pay a few dollars more, but you get an extra glass. You get the rebuildable deck if you are into rebuilding. You also get an extra coil, and you get a few shock absorber rings, so those are nice because if you ever drop it, they will help protect your glass. See? A little advertising there for Smok. Yep. And then you'll also get an extra top ring. I don't even know what to call this thing, but it is important in case you're wondering. It is the piece that you drip through. And it will wear out. I mean, everything does, right? So again, great tank, very impressed. By far the best tank I've ever tried, used. Gotta love it. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed my first official online review.